Yes.
Oh, God.
Jesus
I want a Munch
Christ.
Squad.
No.
I want to Munch Squad.
No.
He did it himself.
A little
Munch
Pete
Squad,
Townsend
podcast,
vocal
podcast.
machine
I
there.
don't have time.
Oh.
I have 3 stories to get to. I can't wait for you all to like hear me say Munch and then say Squad. I do not have time.
That's fine.
I do not have time. I'm crouching down low in the window. I'm just realizing I'm starting to look like a little guy pie. I'm going to scoot up so I look like a big man like my brothers. All right, here we go. I got 3 great stories for you. The first one is Smoothie King has dropped its new Sleepy Girls Smoothie.
Sorry?
Yep, it's inspired by a viral Sleepy Girl mocktail.
Yeah.
It's the internet's latest obsession. I kind of assumed every cocktail
Was a
was
sleepy cocktail. Yeah.
For me, if I have any cocktails, I'm gonna.
I think it's
It's,
weird for Smoothie King to use the word dropped in terms of smoothie, a thing that I would say is on my list of top 100 things I don't want to drop.
Yeah, it would be a huge mess.
It should be like Smoothie King carefully delivers with a secure lid
Yeah.
the Sleepy Girls Smoothie.
How late is Smoothie King open? You know,
You could be sleepy in the morning.
Sure.
Sleepy
yeah.
in the
I
morning,
guess. Is it
sleepy
supposed
in
to
the
help
evening.
You sleep? Does it put you to sleep? Right?
I would hope
I think
not.
it woke you up.
It helps. No, it helps you catch some Z's. It doesn't wake you up.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
that. Then it should
it puts
be.
you to bed. How late is Smoothie King open? That's all I'm saying.
Well, more importantly, do they let you get this through the drive-through? Because I don't want a nation of people getting suddenly
trying-
very
yeah.
sleepy while driving
I'm going
home.
to be able. I can't resist a sip of Rooski. You know what I mean? I'm going to have a few sips of the way home.
Absolutely.
Up before I go through the viaduct. you
Yeah.
know? I don't need that. Real quick, BurgerFi launches Yes Chef Burger inspired by movie The Menu.
Huh.
And I know what you're thinking. Is there a new movie called The Menu?
That's not
answer
a
is
weird
no.
horror movie?
Yeah, this is inspired by the Ray Fiennes 2022 film The Menu.
Okay.
Which I believe
Join
is
us-
it's a suspenseful thriller, right? I'm thinking of the right movie, right?
Yeah, it's a suspenseful thriller
Yeah.
from 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a
Join us in a chorus of Yes Chef as BurgerFi, the maestro of better burgers, owned by BurgerFi International, introduces the Yes Chef Burger. Guests will savor the simplicity of this viral savory sensation inspired by a scene from the movie The Menu starting on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024.
okay.
Yep.
How?
It took him a couple of years. Listen,
It took him a couple years.
There's a very plot important hamburger in the movie The Menu, and it is one of the more gorgeous looking hamburgers I've ever seen in my entire life. But it did come out 2 years ago. So I get seeing the movie and being like, guys, that's a good looking burger. Let's strike while the iron is hot. Do you think maybe they couldn't get the partnership with Ray Fiennes and The Menu? And so now 2 years later, they're hoping Rafe doesn't notice?
Doesn't notice. Maybe they wanted to do the bear, and the bear was like, "Nah, we're doing fine. we don't
really do burgers on the
Yeah,
bear.
it's
I
not
guess
like a
would be the
burger
thing.
We're embracing one of the most beloved catchphrases of recent pop culture trends, particularly on TikTok, and aligning our approach with the demands of our guests," says Carl Bachman, CEO of Being Fucking Cool. No, wait, sorry.
No, sorry, what?
International is what it says here. Our team is starting the new year saying yes to flavor and yes to our guests.
I've asked my children recently because sometimes I'll ask them to do something, and I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, every time. So I said, just say yes, chef, and they both really
Yeah, it's
embrace
not-
that. Both my kids
Yeah.
are really into it now. If I'm like, hey, can you just pick it? Just make sure you pick that up when you're done. Yes, chef, and it's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I would be
Yeah.
satisfied with herd chef. If my kids
Herd
would
chef.
just drop me a herd, like I do know that they hear it, even if I know they're willfully ignoring me. It's something.
Yeah.
Today's foodies crave a compelling experience, whether that means something that's trending in pop culture or a fresh new take on their favorite dish. Says
Jesus.
Cindy Syracuse, the chief marketing officer of BurgerFi. At BurgerFi, we're here to curate offerings that align seamlessly with the preferences and cravings of our guests.
Good Lord.
So,
Yeah.
but all of those that's a lot of words to say. We made a hamburger.
I made a hamburger that we hoped people like.
I'm confused because so far
And also, we have TikTok.
yeah,
on our phones.
they've described the burger as simple. So it's
Yes.
a burger with like simple stuff on it.
Yeah.
We hope
But
people
it's very
like
viral.
it.
I feel like
so viral.
maybe I've just got him on the mind, but it does seem like RoboCop wrote this press release. Citizens, enjoy the wet meat.
I have this is the last one story. Subway adds new snacks category to the menu.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I can't handle a full sandwich. I'm feeling a
What's
Mike
that
Peckish.
mean? You want some chips? We got them.
Okay. Subway announced a big menu update with the debut
Debutante?
debut of Sidekicks, a collection of 3 new Footlong snacks.
Footlong snacks?
Wait a minute.
A foot long snack? A snack of 1 foot? I'm trying to think of what I could eat a foot of and have it not be
Fruit.
a meal.
A fruit.
Check that clean feed, bud. Check that.
Oh, I see. All
Subway
right.
announced
That's still a big fucking cookie, my
That's
man.
the biggest cookie I've ever seen in my entire
snacking
life.
to new lengths. Subway's culinary team joined forces with Cinnabon and Auntie Anne's to create because they were close at the mall, to create a crave-worthy new twist on their classic snacks. Subway also spent a year perfecting the recipe for its footlong cookie to complete this irresistible new addition to Subway's menu that's big on size, taste, and value.
Yeah, it is a cookie. Do you think that it's just the proportions they couldn't nail down? Like their
They're
first
like, 'cause
attempt, they came out with,
scientifically
they have a
every
5.5
every time
foot
they
cookie.
baked it shrank.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's still not a foot.
Damn it.
If my friend tells me that he's gonna go have lunch and I say, "What's the dessert?" and he says a foot of cookie, I'm gonna call someone.
Cookie foot.
I'm gonna call
Cookie
someone
foot?
and tell him about him. I don't know who, the authorities, a family member. I don't know.
I'm
Now,
gonna have 1/3 of a yard of a cookie.
Yeah.
Now, when
I'll
they
have a 3rd yarder. A choco chip 3rd yarder, please.
Give me 1/300th of a football field worth of cookie, please.
are you allowed to, when they ask you what type of bread you want your sandwich on, say, I would like 2 foot long cookie paddles.
That's
Cookie
coming,
boards.
right? Like that's their next, the evolution
Definitely,
of
they're
this.
going to put ice cream between these and make it into a stunt. I mean, absolutely. There's
Yeah.
a Cinnabon footlong churro because when I want an authentic churro experience, I go to Cinnabon. It's baked to perfection, served warm, and topped with Cinnabon's world famous Macara cinnamon and sugar.
Now,
There's an Auntie Anne's footlong pretzel for $3, which reimagines Auntie Anne's buttery and salty classic. It reimagines it as long and not pretzel shaped at all.
It looks like there's some sort of white cream inside of one of these pretzels.
I believe that's just where it's been torn.
Yeah, I think it's just torn that way. And then there's the
punished.
footlong cookie is back nationwide and better than ever after popping up in select restaurants on National Cookie Day in 2022 and 2023. It's thick, it's gooey, and it's packed with chocolate chips.
Just like me.
I think if you say something is a foot long, you do not need to go the extra mile and say it is also thick. That is irrelevant to me. That is maybe even...
It's deep. It's wide. It's
It's
long.
deep, it's wide,
It's
yes.
got all the dimensions.
I'm saying if you told me they sold foot-long pretzel rods and foot-long churros, and then you told me they also sell foot-long cookies, I will assume that the cookie has been fashioned into a similar rod-style shape. These 3 snacks are not equal in size because the churro and pretzel are stick-based, and the cookie is very wide, like a snowboard. I think it's important to actually note the dimensions of this.
It's
behemoth.
$2 and $3 for those and $5 for the cookie.
Yeah, that
Okay,
makes sense
so
to me. That's
it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to read you a sentence that is not the wildest on Munch Squad, but it is top 10 in inscrutability.
Okay.
The introduction of sidekicks builds on 6 decades of equity and expertise in all things footlong, says Douglas Fry, president of Subway North America.
So what he has just said there is this business of ours has done so much stuff with a foot.
What he's saying
Our
is we
business has a real foot fetish, and we have really prioritized that.
I think
We've
what
gotten
he's saying
good at
is
measuring things out to 12 inches.
I think what he's saying is they already have the bags. Right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what he's saying is we have
The
the bags
proportion
this.
of our restaurant is built to hold foot-long
Right,
things.
exactly. You know how when you go back in history and you look at like the gait of a horse and you follow that through history and how it
Yeah.
eventually dictates the rails of the shuttle. It's like that, right?
Yeah.
Everything here is foot long shape.
We already
know
got
about-
the spatulas, guys.
Yeah,
so
we got the big bags. We've got this. We're
when I
already
worked
used
at
to it.
when I worked at the Country's Best Yogurt, adjacent to the Subway in Huntington, I did have to learn by touch and sight and maybe even smell how to measure out exactly 7 ounces, 9 ounces, and 11 ounces of soft serve frozen yogurt into cups. And to this day, I feel like if you ask me to get you 7 ounces of something, I can do it pretty close to it. I think maybe there's a lot of spatial training that happens when you are a sandwich engineer, so that you just kind of have a good feel for when something is a foot long, which is a very useful skill, I think, that's going to serve you in life a lot.
That would be a killer. That should be their new angle. Like Arby's, we got the meat. Subway, everything's a foot long.
yeah.
Everything is 1 foot.
We got the best straws in the biz, guys. They're a foot long. You can't even believe it. Okay. Subway's multi-year this is not a quote. Subway's multi-year transformation journey began in 2021 with an overhaul of its pantry of ingredients and continued to crescendo with significant changes to its entire guest experience, whether dining in or ordering online.
So do you think they realize that what they've just said there is, we peaked?
Yes.
That's it, man. It's all downhill from here.
This is Tchaikovsky's third Subway movement. The build up to the crescendo is breathtaking.
We've edged our way to a really great cookie orgasm, you guys. You're going to fucking love this one.
We're about to blow over here at Subway. While previous menu and experience updates have been focused on Subway's signature sandwiches, Sidekicks puts a deserved spotlight on the rest of Subway's menu.
Cookies.
And just wanted to let you know that Dave Makita, who is, of course, president of international and retail channels at Focus Brands, says these fan favorite snacks will delight in new craveable ways.
Oh, big words there, Dave. Making a called shot.
It's delight is craveable. The same company owns all these places except Subway, which I think is wild.
Yeah.
Like the same Focus owns Auntie Anne's, Cinnabon,
Orange
Carvel,
Julius,
Juice,
probably.
Schlossky's,
Yeah.
maybe Moe's. I don't know. But they don't own Subway. So Subway's like, listen, we know how to make things afoot.
Yeah.
You all know how to make things that aren't sandwiches.
Yeah.
Let's figure something out.
Your food
We did
smells.
lose our ruler over here, so thank you.
I will say this: Subway, famously, not a very good smelling restaurant. I feel like there's a definitive
No,
Subway
correct.
smell every time and they have lots of open meat. So like, I get it. Auntie Anne's and Cinnabon, famously incredibly good smelling restaurants. So I think just from a sensory
True.
level, this partnership is extremely good for Subway.
It would be wonderful, if anything, if I could walk into a combination gas station, Subway, and not want to yak all over the place. If instead it's like, it kind of a little bit smells like cookies now, I'd be super excited about that.
Hey, I have 2 important updates. 1, we've been recording for over an hour. And 2, I want a foot-long cookie more than I want my next breath.
Hold on, wait.
man, I
gotta
would
get off
fucking
this
inhale it.
recording.
Of those 3 sidekicks, Cookie is what's calling Footlong Cookies calling your name? Okay, wow.
Yeah, man.
I had churros last night at El Ranchito.
That's okay. See, I haven't had a churro in a minute, so that's sort of the direction. I'm leaning.
I got some.
So